guys, I'm going to show you some examples of how to do a quilling without actually buying any of the kits. You can use any colored paper. It works better if you have paper that's not heavy, like just printer paper or anything that's, colored paper that's not cardstock or poster board. Works really well. Also, magazines work really well, and especially things that are have lots of bright colors, and you can cut these into strips. So I'm just going to take the back cover, and I'm just going to use a paper cutter. You can use regular scissors too. I'm just going to cut this into strips. The magazine's nice because it's very lightweight and it's easier to shape. So I'm just going to cut smaller strips. That's my example. If they're not perfectly straight, that's okay. It doesn't quite matter once you roll that paper into itself anyway. But you want strips that are kind of small. If you don't have the little tool that they said to round it, you can use just toothpicks. Okay, so you're going to take, come a little bit closer, and I like to kind of double up around that first edge, and I roll as tightly as I can. I'm going to keep it in its shape. If you don't have that specialty glue, you have two options. You could use just Elmer's glue, but you just have to hold it for a little bit of time before it kind of sets in, or you can touch it with hot glue if you have hot glue on hand. Just a tiny bit is all you need. Just be careful because it is a smaller surface and that glue is really, really hot. Okay, you can take it away, and then you have your little paper bead. You can actually make paper necklaces as well using this exact same concept, but instead of rectangular pieces, you would use more of a triangular shape and roll from the fat end to the skinny end. So taking that same concept again, and this time rolling around the toothpick from the wide base to the pointed tip. You can also use what's called a gloss medium to kind of seal these in and make them have like a little shiny or luster look. Elmer's glue works just as fine for these, especially because you can use the Elmer's glue to go over the rest of the sides, so that way it doesn't lose its shape so much, and it will dry clear. But there you have a paper bead, and then you have a hole that's large enough that you can fill that through with, or like a needle and thread, and piece them all together.